I feel
Hi guys.
oh, I feel like sometimes I should start it when we're both in here. But then I feel like it's just gonna take forever.
I feel like we're not as funny if we're recording like you we're funny if you record me without realizing it, but I just feel like if I knew someone like was gonna see it, I just wouldn't say anything stupid. So if you do want to start it, don't tell me. Leave that there for you. But anyways, welcome back to our main video. Um, I feel like it's been so long since we filmed this, but then I feel like it was just last Tuesday.
Right? Right?
Like it doesn't seem like it should have been that long. But anyways, now to stupid statistics. So, first things first, after John Wall announced his retirement earlier this week, Paul George is the only player left from the 2010 NBA draft class.
That's still playing. Not
That's
alive.
still playing.
That's still playing.
Left alive. Why would I laugh about that? Yeah, he's the only one alive. LOL.
I just thought,
My bad.
I didn't really clarify that, so
It's okay. The NBA fans understand, hopefully. And then the Dallas Cowboys pass rusher Micah Parsons was seen sleeping on a massage table, not in uniform, during their last preseason game. That's a lot of information.
yeah, I wonder where he's gonna go. Because I don't think he's gonna stay. I don't think he's gonna play the season with the Cowboys this year.
We'll find out. And then the legendary 49ers wide receiver Jerry Rice only had 27 dropped passes total in his 20-year NFL career.
Yeah, that's like an average of one drop a season.
Yeah, that's crazy. Pop off. And then the New York Giants quarterback, Tommy DeVito, led the Giants with 8 touchdown passes in the 2023 season, which 8 touchdowns.
And he was their third string that year, too. Yeah.
That's some tea for you right there. I'm just gonna, sorry, my brightness is turned off. Okay, can't see. Anyways, and then the United Kingdom is making a push to try and bring the Super Bowl to London.
I think that's wild.
Sorry, there's people yelling in the background. Um, I feel like, I mean, go for it, but I just feel like, personally, what would they serve at the Super Bowl game?
That's true.
Because I'm not eating blood pudding as my as my pregame.
Like, I also think it's like an American thing, and if they move
It is.
to London, then they have to do it European time. And that would be like 3 p.m. for us.
Yeah.
If they did it as a night game.
Love y'all, London. Not that much. Football's for us. You can keep the other football.
Mm-hmm.
And then the FIFA World Cup draw will take place in December 5th at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, this is the first time it's being held outside of the normal place where it's normally being drawn, and it's in the U.S., so... Oh.
Interesting. Oh. Well, anyways, since we're talking about soccer, let's actually move on to soccer.
Okay, so we'll start in Serie A because who cares? But it's opening weekend. Napoli won 2-0. Roma beat Bologna 1-0. AC Milan lost 2-1 to Cremonese. I don't know, whatever that is in Italian. Como beat Lazio 2-0. 10-man Juventus beat Parma 2-0. They got a red card in the 83rd minute, which really didn't impact the game too much. Atalanta tie Pisa 1-1. And Inter Milan will play on Monday or today, whenever this goes out, at 2:45. So yeah. And then to the Premier League, where Tottenham beat Man City 2-0. It was actually at City, so shout out to Spurs for beating them at home. And then Chelsea beat West Ham 5-0. And Arsenal also beat Leeds 5-0. And then Fulham beat Man United oh my gosh. Fulham tie Man United 1-1, and then Liverpool will play Newcastle again on Monday or today at 3 p.m. And once again, just kind of echoing, I'm not doing the standings for any league until, we're more than 2 games into the season. Who cares that a last place team is up in the top 10 right now? Like, that's just,
Yeah.
who cares? It's not a good representation. But then to La Liga, Atleti tie Elche 1-1. Barca somehow beat Levante 3-2. Levante had a 2-goal lead at one point, and they blew that, and they should have won that, and that they didn't. But as of right now, when we are recording, Real Madrid are playing. They are winning. Oh, the game just finished. Perfect. They won 3-0 against Oviedo. Oh, that's nice. But to the Bundesliga, the one that we predominantly care about, Hoffenheim beat Leverkusen 2-1. Union Berlin beat Stuttgart 2-1. Again, wow, that's kind of weird. We're seeing a lot of the same scorelines. Eintracht Frankfurt beat Werder Bremen 4-1. St. Pauli and 10-men Dortmund tie 3-3. Dortmund, what are you doing? What are you doing? But Bayern beat RB Leipzig 6-0. Leipzig actually had a goal ruled offside due to VAR because, well, not offside, but it was like ruled, how did they word that? It was ruled illegal because of the way that Leipzig took the free kick. They played it direct, but it was indirect, something like that. I don't know. It was something in the build-up to it that was wrong in the free kick. But they wouldn't have caught it if Bayern's Joshua Kimmich hadn't, had a strong protest against it, and that's why VAR kind of jumped in. But, yeah, everyone's kind of conflicted on that, so it's kind of controversial. But anyways, Bayern's goals are by Michael Olise, Harry Kane, and Luis Diaz in the 27th, 32nd, 42nd, 64th, 74th, and 77th minutes, respectively. We had 10 shots on target, 19 shots total, 63% of possession, and 5 corners. Harry Kane also scored his 8th Bayern hat trick, so shout out to Harry. But yeah, I thought that we played very good. Some of the goals, I was like, holy cow, that was really good. And you know what? I'm really happy with us signing Luis Diaz. I think it will be a good season as long as everyone stays healthy and no one else gets injured.
So welcome back to football. First things first, we have a no contract agreement between the Commanders and the wide receiver Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, we're still upset about that because why can't we just give Terry his money or something really close to it? I heard that the rumored amount that they want to pay him is 28 mil and he wants over 30. Just pay him 29.5 and call it a day.
Yeah, call it a day. Be like, you know what, if you perform really well, maybe we'll give you the other half.
Do the bonus add-ons so that way it's that.
Why not? And then we have the Bucks waive S. Shiloh Sanders. Safety. Yep. God bless.
There you go.
I'm gonna try that again too. So the Bucks waive safety Shiloh Sanders. Fun fact.
Yeah, after, you told me last night that he got ejected from their preseason game.
Yeah. Fun fact. And then the Browns released QB Tyler Huntley. which leaves Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shadar Sanders on their roster.
Yeah, so they're expected to keep these 4 through the entire season, which is ridiculous because most teams go with 3.
Yeah, just pick your 3 and let the other one go, but whatever. And then the 49ers traded a 2026 6th-round pick to the Commanders for running back Brian Robinson Jr.
Yep. Rip.
And then we have the Colts have named Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback over Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen like a lot of Colts fans be divided over this. I don't think that Daniel Jones is that great, but I also can't tell you who the Colts wide receivers are. So, is it just like a dumpster fire? Like don't get me wrong, they have Jonathan Taylor. He's a really good running back. But who are their wide receivers? Oh, because I just drafted him. Tyler Warren apparently is a tight end.
I guess we'll see. Will it be a dumpster fire? Or will it prove us wrong? Regular season starts Thursday with the Chargers and the Chiefs playing against each other. I hope the Chargers win.
Go Chargers!
That's the first time I'll ever say that.
Hold up!
Let's go Chargers! Anyways, you guys usually know who I'm rooting for if it comes to the Chiefs. But now to racing.
Right, so we have our Zandvoort preview this week. That'll be coming out later this week. We're terribly sorry we didn't get to our mid-season stuff, but we're going to combine it with our Zandvoort preview. So I promise we're actually going to record this one. I really promise that we will.
In a week. Okay.
We just, last week, I texted Juli, I was like, I'm dreading this. I don't want to do it. And Juli was like, well, bet. I don't want to do it either. So, instead we watched The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Girl thing. Look, if you had the week we had, by the time we got to Wednesday, it was like, I don't want to. It's summer break. Let's enjoy our summer break.
So we did.
Anyways, yeah.
But now to IndyCar. It was the Milwaukee Mile this week. Fun fact about this race, the first race was at this track in 1903. It was 5 laps. Today's race
It'd be like that.
250.
An upgrade.
Just a smidge bit.
Hello.
But so to start, Alex Palou had pole, David Malukas was in second. He tried to challenge, but didn't really end up happening. And then lap 2, our boy Nolan Siegel hit the wall after he went down too low, and that caused a caution. But then lap 11, we went green again, and David Malukas got a run, and he made an overtake on Alex Palou. Lap 12, but then they came up on the cars that were, about to be lapped, and then that's when Palou kind of took it back and retook the lead in lap 41. But then lap 61, the first pit cycle was done, and Alex Palou is now ahead of Scott McLaughlin because of Malukas' car just not running well in the dirty air. And Palou led by 1.4 seconds. And then lap 104, this was just not a good day for David Malukas at all because there was a malfunction with his wheel gun. So they had to move to the backup wheel gun, which took time out of the pit stop because they had to run and go grab the other gun. But yeah, and in that moment, Alex Palou was pitting at the same time, and that's how he put David Malukas a lap down. So, yeah. But then Will Power crashed. I really don't think that he crashed. I think it was more of an engine issue. But yeah, and then it went yellow again. So that was great. And then, wow, these notes did such a bad job. But that's okay. Because at lap 43, we then had another caution when Prama's Callum Ilot's engine blew up in the middle of a lap. And it was funny because I was watching Kyle Kirkwood's on board because he was behind Callum at the time. And you just saw this like huge puff of smoke, and you're just like, well, he's done. He's not gonna continue.
No.
So that sucks for him. But yeah, then it went yellow again, and Marcus Armstrong stayed out, which that was a terrible strategy call. I don't understand why he did, because then when they went green again, everyone else had pitted for new tires. And I kid you not, I think I watched him lose at least 15 spots in one lap because of his old tires. I just watched his name tumble down the entire board. I was like, oh, I would hate to be that strategist. Yeah, but then, Alex Palou really just was like, see ya, after that going green. And yeah, but then lap 195, rain started. But it didn't last very long, but it was enough for them to throw a caution out. And crazy, because then by lap 200, visibility and grip were compromised. So then lap 209, everyone was like, what are we doing tire strategy wise? How can we maximize? But the ECR cars, Ed Carpenter Racing, they and the Arrow McLaren cars that were still in pitted for new tires, and they looked pretty phenomenal their last stint, which led to Christian Rasmussen coming from like 5th to jump everyone and takes the lead of the race and almost crashes out Alex Palou in the process, but he hung on and he won. And he won his first IndyCar race ever. And it's the first time winner since 2021, who was Christian Lundgaard, the other Danish racer. Yeah, but I hate that I don't know off the top of my head the top 3, so just give me a second here. I love that I can't remember. Well, that's not what I want. Bruh, are you kidding me? It's still not. I'm so sorry that this is taking me forever to look this up. Why? Why is it doing this? Why is it just not telling me? Fine, I'll go on the IndyCar app. Fine. If that's what you want me to do, that's what I'll do. Okay, top 3. Christian Rasmussen, Alex Palou, and Scott McLaughlin. So we'll go over to NASCAR, where it was the Coke Zero Sugar 400. I'm not gonna do a race recap because, oh well. The Stage 1 winner was Kyle Larson, the Stage 2 winner was Ross Chastain, and the top 5 were Eric Jones, Cole Custer, Justin Haley, Daniel Suarez, and Ryan Blaney to win it all. Not win it all, but win the race. So, drivers in the playoffs, it's official, we've locked down who the top 16 are. Kyle Larson, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, Josh Berry, Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, and Alex Bowman. So they will all be racing next week, I believe, in the playoff race, and then the top 12 advance to the next playoff race.
So. Anyways, now to our radar points. You already know last week's because we've already probably talked about it.
Yeah.
So now to this week's coming radar points. Per usual, it's usually an F1 race, but since we're on a summer break, it was everything but that. But now we're back, baby, and it's the Netherlands Grand Prix, and I'm so excited because again we are back, baby. Anyways, moving on.
I have a couple games because everything's starting back up again. So we have Giants and Commanders Sunday at 1 p.m. This should be a good game. It will be on Fox for those of you in the US. IndyCar season finale is also Sunday at 2 p.m. So I will probably be going back and forth between the two. And then Liverpool versus Arsenal. This will be at Liverpool. It will be a good atmosphere, and apparently Arsenal are missing 2 key players because they got injured in their first game. And that's Sunday at 11:30 a.m. So everything's happening on Sunday, so I guess you'll just have to wait till Sunday, unfortunately, until we get some midweek games going here, but that won't be for a little bit. So
Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video, and if you like this video, please like this video, and if you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe, because again, we are trying to get to 500 subscribers. We're getting close. We're still pretty far though, if you get my gifs. So if you'd like to help us get to 500, please subscribe, and if you don't want to miss any of our videos, please turn on our post notifications, and let us know any of the comments, any of the games you'll be watching, any of the races you'll be watching, and some games or races we should be watching that we didn't suggest. And check out our links in the description below for all our social media pages. We have TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, the whole shebang, Instagram. So if you don't want to miss anything else, please look up for those. Hope you liked it.